Excuse me? Y'all mind answering a question for a public interview? All right, bet. Cool.
Like you guys' outfits,
Cool. Yeah, no, the outfits is sweet. Cool. All right, bet. So who I'm here speaking with?
Jade
and
Natalia,
the best dressed people on campus. simple, plain and simple. So all I'm gonna do, right, is I'm gonna read a couple topics, and I just want y'all to tell me whether you think they're right or wrong. Right, that's it, right or wrong. And your answers don't necessarily need to be the same. You know what I'm saying? All right. So first one, equality.
right.
Yo, why? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I was thinking too deep.
Okay.
No, don't overthink.
Yeah, deep. It's not even a trick question. I don't go to Howard, so I don't know if your examinations be tricky like that, but this one is not. You feel me? Racism.
Wrong.
There you go.
Murder.
Wrong.
Genocide.
Wrong.
I said murder already. Rape.
Wrong.
Slavery.
Wrong.
Love.
Right.
Freedom.
Right.
Okay. So now the second question I have for y'all is, y'all answer these questions right, wrong. Are these things objectively wrong, or are they subjectively wrong? And whenever either one want to answer, you can feel free to take this. And I'll repeat it. So the question is, are these things that you said were right and wrong, are they objectively wrong, as in wrong for all people, all times, all places, or subjectively wrong, basically just wrong because you think that they're wrong in your personal estimation or opinion?
I would say objectively wrong, because I just feel like, genocide, there's no way to really make that right. Racism, no way to make that right. So, yeah.
Okay. And you?
I'd say objectively, but like for example, murder in general is wrong. Like, even if, let's say, it was rightful revenge, quote unquote, I feel like it's still wrong. So I would say objectively.
Okay, cool. And now you two are both subjective people, right? Like, with your own subjective opinions, but you're saying that these things are objectively wrong. So my question is, what are you guys appealing to make an objective statement? Like, as subjective people, how can you make an objective statement when you two are just subjective with your subjective opinion? Like, what are you appealing to outside of yourself to say that these things are wrong for everyone?
Well, a lot of these things, they affect people on a grand scale negatively. So I feel like I have a right as a subjective individual to have an objective opinion on this. So, genocide, there's no way, it's just, no matter how you flip it, it's going to hurt people.
I agree that objectively is wrong.
You basically
agree? So one thing, I heard you say objective opinion. All right. So something that's objective wouldn't be, right, an opinion, right? It would be more like a fact, right? So that's why I wonder, when you say objectively, because me and you both have, and I have the same opinion as you, but I do believe that this thing is a law, right? In a law in the sense where it's true for all people, all times, all places, right? And when I think about laws, I think about a lawgiver. Right. So I appeal to God as being the moral lawgiver that is outside of you and I, that as the standard by which I say this subjective statement. I'm curious if you all have thought about God in that way, as that moral lawgiver.
So, personally speaking, I could say that I do believe that, my God, my universe, the way, my moral code, that's the general, how do I word this? That pretty much gives me the say-so on whether I can be okay, this is just wrong. Because if I wouldn't like it personally, and I know somebody out there wouldn't like it, why would I try to flip it and make it seem like it's right? So, yeah. So, pretty much what you said, yeah.
And you?
Same thing.
Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. It's all good. Whenever you want to chime in, you can. Yeah, I see. And then you specify like your God, your universe. Like, what made you make those distinctions?
Well, personally speaking, like I've grappled with the idea of religion and the idea of God a lot. So I have faith in a higher power, but I don't put a label on it necessarily. Like my God is my universe. My God is love. It's, it's like I can't really I can't really put a label on it. So when I say God and universe, I don't mean like some people have many gods. Who am I to say that there is, what it is? But me personally, I say my God is my universe. Yeah.
Your universe as in like your lived experience, or
No,
your
I
universe
mean,
as in like the world that
universe as in like just I feel like God is in the fabric of most things. Like I don't know how to I don't know how to.
Sounds like, I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. It kind of sounds like you're saying like it's not one thing, but God is just like good.
Yeah.
Where it's like this is bad, this is good.
Yeah. God is like love. Like I wouldn't say like, how people are like, oh, he or she or that. It's like it's a concept more so. My moral code. It's what I hold myself to. And
So should I hold myself to your moral code?
no.
Okay, should I be punished for not holding myself to your moral code?
No.
So if I go ahead and just murder people because that's what my moral code says that I should do, is that okay?
Well, okay.
It's a little weird.
And I'm really not trying to like fight or anything like that. I'm just asking questions, and it's okay if you
I
don't.
get what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people have different moral codes, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if it's the way I feel like if it's hurting other people, if you're doing something like to hurt somebody else with the intention of hurting somebody else, obviously you wouldn't want to get murdered, right? Obviously you wouldn't.
I would. That is true. I wouldn't.
Yeah, like
I
you.
wouldn't want to get murdered either.
Like, don't go out and do something to somebody that you wouldn't want to happen to you. I feel like that makes it objective.
So that's kind of like the golden rule, right?
Yeah.
But and I agree with the golden rule. But my question is why? Like because like a lot of times I've heard us say, yo, as long as you believe what you want to believe, as long as you're not hurting anyone, right? But why would you have to qualify with as long as you're not hurting anyone? Like if God is not this actual like personal being and someone just tangible concept that stems from like my moral code or my universe, right? Why as long as I'm not gonna hurt anyone? What if I want to hurt people? Like why can't I do that? Like why can't I do that?
There's free will, and then there is faith. There is God. You have the power and your will to do whatever you would like to do. That doesn't make it right though.
True.
So
Who makes it right?
Yeah, I guess that's the question.
Do I make it
Makes
right? Because if that's what I'm saying. Let's just say, and this is not I'm sorry, I promise you I'm not like some serial killer, like I'm here, but I'm just saying in my moral code, I am the most important entity.
right.
In my moral code. So, I don't have a vest or a bag or a purse or sunglasses. So in my moral code, I just take yours and yours and yours. What's wrong with that? Why should I be held accountable to your moral code? It's yours. You have yours, I have mine. It just so happens my moral code says I can take whatever I want. So I take his vest, and your sunglasses are fire. So I'm low-key on the fence about whether or not, you feel me? Like I'm not gonna hold you. My moral code says I shouldn't, but I'm on the
And I think my moral code like foam running. I think
low-key. So I think
code do need a new change.
you feel me? So I think that our moral code is saying that maybe we should come up. You feel me? Because I got this color,
Twin.
and my moral code says that I need both
I
colors.
always wanted the black.
You feel me? But do you see what I'm saying?
I see what
Where it's kind of like
It's a little weird.
yeah, it gets a little tricky. If moral codes are just things that are subjective, then there's really no absolute right or wrong code. It's really just I don't like his or I don't really like theirs. And sometimes I hear we should just do what benefits society, and even that I wrestle with sometimes because it's the same society that oppresses people. It's the same society that deemed at one time that slavery was okay, right? I don't know if I feel comfortable putting my faith in society to decide what's right or wrong, because society is still getting it wrong today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like Yeah, I mean, I appreciate y'all sharing your thoughts. But yeah, like I would encourage y'all, to kind of, I guess wrestle with that idea a little bit, where it's like, yeah, like if is morality something that is, just like a product of somebody's world or universe? Because you and I both, we all agreed on. I agreed with all your answers. Slavery, wrong. Genocide, wrong. Rape, wrong. Just like you said, there's never a reason to justify abusing another person in that way. But if we're going to make such an absolute statement, then to actually justify, we have to appeal to something that's outside of ourselves. And I believe that the personal God, his nature, I think, is that unchanging standard of what is good. And murder and rape and genocide, I think that God love, is his character, is his nature. But yeah, so I just encourage y'all to think about that. But thank you so much for your time, and for your fashion, because y'all are her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are them. You know what I'm saying? You are her and you are her. So I guess that makes y'all them. You feel me? Yeah, I think it was a good combo. I think
like-
thought provoking.
I definitely agree. I feel like Natalia specifically, I think she's actually starting to think.
Yeah.
Like, the problem with having everybody had their own moral compass is, like you said, what if my moral compass doesn't like you?
bro, what happens when our moral compasses start to disagree?
That's a problem.
Bro, it's a problem now, but
Even
it
you
shouldn't
saying,
be.
Like,
Yeah.
like, when people, they always say, like, let's just do what's good for society. But like you said, bro, who says society is even good? I think it's very thought-provoking, bro. Because when you start to think about it and peel it back,
A little
okay,
bit.
we need something.
There's something, bro. Like, because otherwise you're gonna have a lot of it's gonna be a lot of conflicting stuff.